Hello. Welcome to the cafe. Uh, this is a little strange just because my headset just broke. I'm gonna have to try and maybe fix that because I can't afford a new one right now. But, do if I play music, will the mic pick it up? Is now the question. Also, hello, Wolf. How are you doing today? And am I being heard? I don't even know anymore. Uh, Everything is falling apart, but that is okay. We are okay. Probably. Hold on, I'm looking for something. Here it is. Okay, I am being heard. Can you hear the music like re-echoing through my mic? Is now the question. You don't hear an echo? Okay, cool. I'm really I mean I knew part of it was coming loose, but I didn't realize it had gotten so bad. I'm kind of wondering what even happened here. Guess there was a little screw that fell out. Is maybe what I'm seeing. But I'm unsure how that happened. I don't know. I'm like messing around with it right now when I shouldn't be, but adult. I don't know why that one requires approval. I forgot I changed its position for while I was gaming for it to slap me. I don't know if I can make it so that I can have it two different ways, but anyway. Yes, I am being slapped. Too early? My bad. I can replay it when I go to the game thing if I remember. Okay. Where did that little screw go is now my question. And how would I put it back on? Is that how this works? Oh. Oh, whoa? Oh, this thing's all kinds of broken. Goodness gracious. Okay. Well, in messing around with it, I've made it worse, which is often the case. Okay, well. Awkward. I don't remember how much that headset was. It wasn't like super expensive, but it wasn't super cheap either. Disappointing. Sorry, I choked a little on my coffee. Decaf, you and I already kind of chatted earlier a little bit, but how are you doing since we talked? Sorry, I'm still trying to. I'm like working, like tearing up my office trying to find an alternative because I think I still have an old set of headphones somewhere around here. Oh, that's great to hear. Praise the Lord for that. Give me a second. I'm still watching chat. Okay. I found the old headset, but I cannot... This one doesn't have a volume control on the headset itself, so I may have to turn the music down a little bit more. Let me know if this is still okay. Actually, I don't have to turn it down for you guys. I can turn it down for me. Can you still hear the music at all? I can boost it. No caffeine today. Figure that bit out. Also, got kiddos left after dinner to figure out having disagreement over books on the floor. Ah, well, I hope that gets sorted out as well. Golly, these. Now, I recall why I replaced this headset, but it's all I have, so we're gonna go with it. Excuse me, my bad. Oh. Good. I'm running a professional production here. I lie as easily as I breathe. Hold on. All right. Well, I hope that you managed to find your way through the chaos and get the kiddos calmed down and all that. And whether you come back later or not, thanks for coming at all. Let's see here. Hold on. I'm gonna go over here. Just so. There you go, decaf. Fixed it. Your points were not used for nothing. I was slapped. I'm gonna sip on my coffee. There's a mic on this headset. It's not coming through right. Like, it's not even plugged in, but I don't know. I haven't used this headset in a while, so I'm scared. I scare. Whoa. All right. Well, today started out pretty awful health-wise, but because last night I had like a really bad flare-up, so I was in a lot of pain and just like sweating and hot, and I mean, I barely slept at all. But I woke up this morning just like I was sore all over because I had been like sweating so much, and it was hard to hydrate trying to sleep. But things evened out, and I'm feeling a lot better now. I was able to go out shopping and all that, like I was supposed to today. So that's good. That is good. Do 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 do. Trying to figure out why some of my things require like why it requires moderation. I don't know. Some of them it makes sense because they like take up the whole screen, but anyway, whatever. It doesn't really matter. I keep thinking to myself that I need to get back to doing some writing, but I just haven't done it yet. I have like a bunch of ideas for art projects that I haven't started at all. I've just been in a really lazy mindset that I need to break out of. It's been not very good, to put it mildly. But it is what it is. I gotta do all this kind of stuff before stream. Sometimes I just don't think about it. I've been building up my my wish list for my birthday this year, because I usually like build it up pretty full and then tell people, you know, like, hey, you want to get me something, you don't have to, obviously, because I don't really care. I'm 30. I'll be past 30. You know, I don't care anymore. It's fine. It's nice, but it's fine. You know, not getting anything, I'm not gonna feel bad. But if you want to get me something, I'm like, hey, I got a wish list. It's right here. Here's a link. You know. So I've been building that back up because I go through and I add a bunch of stuff for birthday and Christmas. And then I will usually go and like delete things that I don't think I need anymore or don't really want anymore. Things that didn't get got, obviously. And eventually I'll go through and like beef it back up again when birthday season or Christmas is coming around again. So I'm in that stage since summer's coming up pretty quickly. But bunch of stuff that I'd like to have but won't buy for myself because there's no point. Or not that there's no point, like I'd like to have it, but like, you know, expendable money is not a thing currently, so at all. Oh, what that? I always forget to put my phone on vibrate. That's it. That's the one. Supposedly a tornado watch for my friggin' area, but I'm not sure if that's like this afternoon or if that's like tonight. Because I should probably, you know, keep an eye on that if it's imminent, but as far as I know, it's not imminent. So, yeah. Sorry, it's hard for me to read and talk at the same time. Just trying to make sure that I was doing stuff correctly. I think I am. Sure. Sure. Ayo, Renai, welcome, sir. How are preparations for the men's retreat, men's camp out, whatever it was? How's that going? Also, I saw your post on YouTube, and Talmy in the little camo helmet was absolutely hilarious. And I had the sudden brief flash of inspiration of drawing you all muscly in a JoJo pose and Talmy being your stand. It is beyond my skill level to do so, but I just had that brief flash of like, this would be hilarious. See, we've made content creation too complex of an idea when giving your little sheep companion hats is like the essence of finding joy in creating content. That's what I was talking about like 2 streams ago, where I need to try and find a little like mascot thing and then see if I can draw it or find some like a resource or something. I just can't decide what it should be, you know. Love it when a plan comes together. Name that reference. Yep, that's the one. It's man, I haven't seen A-Team in a long time. Dang it, I can't remember the team leader's name now. I wanted to say Dutch, but I'm pretty sure that's not correct. I'm just gonna look up. Why would I do that? I'm just gonna look it up because I can. I have the sum total of current human knowledge at my fingertips. I'm gonna use it. Oh my gosh, I searched A-Team leader with like A-team leader, and it brought me Wikipedia team leader. No. John Hannibal Smith. Hannibal, that's it. That's the one. Hannibal. I was way off with Dutch. What was I thinking? What is Dutch? Hundering a sheep. Tommy. Some like crazy sound effect, like, you know, just jumps out. The stand user could be anyone. The stand user. Wait, hold on. Wait, I wonder what would happen if I just search that. Oh yeah, you have a website. Heck yeah, dude. Forgot about that. Here we go. I can't read that. I looked up your name because I was like curious, and then remember that you have a website because it was, hey bro, it's at the top of the page when I searched Renai Paragonic. So like that's pretty chill. Let's see here. The stand user could be anyone. The stand user. Anyway. What a handsome gentleman, yes. Okay, hold on. I have something else I downloaded the other day. Let me see. I'm not going to keep ripping you off by putting you on the screen when you're not actually here. I'm just going to use your model as a skin suit. Just right quick. Where is it? I know I downloaded it. Where are you? What the heck? Okay, whatever. Get rid of that. Yes, I'm sure his theological takes are excellent and well researched. put a little bit of cinnamon in my latte, and it's actually pretty excellent. What even is this? Like, what? Why would that even be an option? My computer saved some stuff that I downloaded as like it wants to open it with with Microsoft Edge. Why would I ever want that? That is entirely disgusting to me. Hey, Jen, welcome. No, I do not want Microsoft Edge to be my gosh dang. Okay. Disgusting. Get your slop out of here, Windows. Ugh. Sorry, now I'm trying to correct a wrong that Windows did to me. What the heck? I am utterly confused. What you up to today, Jen? I'm so confused. Vibing and enjoying the weather? Most excellent, sir. A most excellent pastime. Okay. I think I've corrected the injustice of Windows trying to make me open Microsoft Edge. There we go. I can't make it like float around with my model, unfortunately. If Lampwick smoked a pipe, would he smoke it like this or like this? I'm gonna have it comically float away from my face, you know, every couple seconds. It's fine. So oddly enough, the flame that is the essence of my face, quote unquote, and a reflection of my soul, that animates as I speak and or feel emotions is not flammable, quote unquote, unless it gets to a certain point or I am in a certain form. Fun fact about me. And yes, I have thought all of this out. Tends to be if I am in a form that is generally meant for combat, then, well, that kind of terrifies me. Anyway, if I'm in a form generally meant for combat, which is not this form, then the flame is probably in some way flammable or could become so. If I am in a form like this one, or in even weaker form, like my wisp form, then generally no, quite harmless. I'm drinking my coffee too fast. It's giving me the hiccups. Me and my wife actually went to a pipe shop. I bit my tongue. Me and my wife actually went to a pipe shop while we were at the Ren Fair a couple weeks ago. And they had some beautiful pieces, handmade, hand-carved. Absolutely gorgeous. I don't think I'd ever smoke a pipe simply because I really don't like... If the smell of tobacco is anything to go on, I really don't think I'd like the taste of it. I just really don't think I'd find it pleasant. But I've always liked the idea, I guess. The aesthetic of smoking a pipe. Which means I'm a normie, but it doesn't really matter. No, cigars do not. Pipe smoke is a little different. I have a friend who actually does smoke pipes. And most pipe tobacco I've smelled is a little bit more pleasant, but still not great. Then again, I have a pretty sensitive nose, so there's that. I know a few people who smoke cigars every so often, but I really don't know that many people who smoke at all. Heck, I only know a few people who really drink at all either. Even now, having mostly moved past my growing up Baptist background and group of friends who I am unfortunately no longer in contact with. No, Renai, you are not. I have unfortunately more undisciplined friends, but they are much fewer. Considering many of my old friend group, in fact, the majority of my old friend group from when I was in my teens have very sadly fallen away from the faith. Have apostatized pretty much completely from the last updates I have from them. Yes. I've always had kind of a small friend group. And I think 3 of my closest friends, we used to be basically best friends. All 3 of them ended up in their early 20s. Apostatizing. So, God willing, they do. Amen, brother. Amen. honestly, it's somewhat of a miracle that I didn't apostatize, but I had a very different set of circumstances when I started going to college. And God be praised, I had an opportunity to prepare my heart in a way that allowed me to resist the influence of a secular education, higher education, I should say. I don't know if that's a good way of putting it, but that's what came out of my mouth. So, from hearing your testimony, I can understand that. I had the opportunity, and this may sound like a small, maybe somewhat trite thing, but I had the opportunity at my church in high school, right before I graduated, to do a worldview class, is what my pastor called it, my senior pastor at the time. He's since retired, but he had to do so for health reasons. That's a whole nother story. He taught from a book called Starting Points. I can't remember who it's by. I think it's on my shelf over there, but I'm not going to grab it at the moment unless you're really interested in it. But Starting Points, actually, you might be interested in it, Renai, since you were talking about teaching younger guys, but we can get to that in a second. So Starting Points, and the whole point of this curriculum was it was a short, like semester-long course. Basically, we did it during the summer, and the whole point was worldview. It was how you view the world. An exact replica? That's so sick. Does he have a staff where he can put it into, like Gandalf in the movie? That'd be sick. So basically, how do your beliefs actually work themselves out in how you look at the world and how you view and consume media was a big part of it. So the first half of the semester was all about theology, the basics of, Christian. It's probably leaning more on the Reformed side, like Christian Reformed theology. What are the basics? What do you need to believe? What does the Bible say you need to believe in order to be, in the right in terms of your theology as a Christian? And it backs it up with scripture and all this stuff. And then the second half of the semester is going through some very famous examples of certain types of media. You have usually, I think the curriculum has like basically a pretty good example, like, some works of C.S. Lewis. And then you have like an opposite example, like we read Frankenstein, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. And the whole point is, how do these things, what is the worldview of the authors, and how can we tell that from the stories they tell? And it was exceptionally worthwhile for me as a high schooler, especially as someone who was going into a program where I was going to be doing a lot of that. I was going to be going through all kinds of like worldly literature, and I needed to be able to be like, oh, okay, this is where the writer's coming from. This is how it works itself out in the morality that that the story is trying to teach. And how do I square this with my own beliefs? And that was pivotal. That class was pivotal for me retaining and even growing a lot in college in my faith. So, yeah, that was quite pivotal for me, to state the point again. Renai, I'll try and remember to send you a picture of that Starting Point book and put you onto that. Because I've wanted to. Please do, because if I forget, I really want to get you that information, and if I forget, please remind me. I'll try. I'm gonna put a note on my phone. Actually, hopefully I check it. Sandra and I starting points. Starting points. Info. Okay. That would honestly be sick because it's material that I really think should be out there. Now, because I don't know how copyright would work with stuff like that, but I did buy the book when I took the class, and obviously my pastor held a class on it, and I don't think he had to like get permission or anything. So we bought the materials, you know. So I'm not really sure how that would work, but I think we probably could. And actually, I've wanted to for years because, as I said, my pastor who taught it, he retired a few years ago now, and is unable to teach it anymore, obviously. And I've wanted to revive it and have even offered to teach it myself, but yeah, no, I think it'd be fine. Like I said, I've purchased the materials. So anyway, what was I saying? I've gone to my elders and offered to teach it myself. Just so that we have that resource available to the young people, especially the young people about to graduate high school and go into college, because that's where I think it's most useful. But that's never gone anywhere. I think partially because I am unfortunately a untrained layman, and that is unfortunately somewhat less valued these days at my church. But I'm not going to get into all of that for various reasons. Yeah, I kind of mentioned it the other day on your stream, Renai. We can talk more about that at some other point, perhaps. But yeah, I'm hoping and praying for some changes at my church. The elders need a lot of. My elders need a lot of prayer because they've got so much on their plate and there's not enough of them. And the church keeps growing, which praise God for that. But it's introduced a lot of problems that unfortunately just haven't been solved. But then again, I also haven't been to church physically in 3 months, so you know, how much can I really say? Now, granted, that was for health reasons, but still. I'm almost done with my coffee. I am also drinking water to balance out the coffee. But really, I mean, coffee is just water strained through ground beans. So, I mean, it's pretty much hydration, right? Okay, I'm going to hide the pipe. It's bothering me now. But if I could get it to move around with my model, I would. I might be able to if I put it in the program. I'm not sure. Yeah, I mean, my main issue is not even necessarily that. It's more I'm praying that they have time for the whole church because there's a lot of stuff that seems to be flying under the radar right now that I have personally observed, but that is neither here nor there at this time. Yeah, I also love the JoJo stand user memes. Seize power. That is exactly what I don't want to do. That is honestly true, Decaf. Having a couple of younger men, I say younger, younger than 50, would be a younger man on the elder board right now. Unfortunately, a lot happened when my previous senior pastor had to retire. And it kind of threw some things into chaos, and the chaos still hasn't fully been ironed out. Yeah, I'm not the best person, unfortunately, at this time to step up and say something, I think, because one, I mean, I've been struggling in my own faith for a long time now. I'm trying to return to the fold a bit myself. Not that I ever fully left, but I've been living a very worldly life in the last few years that I'm trying to shed and return to life of Christ-likeness. I agree with you, Decaf. In the case of the elders of my church, it's less that and more they seem to be, and this is, I am not in their heads, I am not in their hearts. It seems as though they've started to run the church, at least in the last few years, more like a business rather than a church. And that's in some very specific ways that I can't really get into. Just in some of the decisions they've made. But I don't think that they haven't gone fully into that yet. And that's why I haven't left. It's still a good church. It's still a godly church. We need to restore some things that I think are broken. And I think that can be done. If I had given up hope, I would have left and gone to a different church, because my church planted 2 other churches that I know are solid, who have great senior pastors, both of whom have been my mentors in the past, like discipled me personally. I could go to either one of them and I know I'd be fed the word. But like I said, things haven't gotten bad yet. It's just like a trajectory that I'm a little concerned about. And once again, being that I am still very weak and young in my own faith, as I've realized fairly recently, it's not as though I could step up. I've asked people for their opinions, and to get an idea of whether or not I was the frog in the boiling water, so to speak. And I think things are still okay. As I said, there's some things needing to be ironed out, but I don't think it's gotten to that point. I would like to think that, and I appreciate the vote of confidence. That's one of the issues, actually, Decaf, is that our church has grown so much recently, which once again is a blessing from God, but the elders don't seem to understand that somehow, because our church used to be very small and very personal, and then it just grew and grew and grew, and we're experiencing a lot of growing pains, and the elders weren't prepared for it when it happened. And nice, Decaf, very nice. the elders weren't prepared for it when it happened, and they still they seem to be operating under the same rules and procedures that we did when we were small, and it's just not working anymore. And that's where a lot of the issues are coming from. You lose. Good day. Once again, thank you for your vote of confidence, Renai. I want to make more godly decisions on a day-to-day basis than I have been. And there's still some, besetting sins. Not a lot of the ones that I struggled with when I was a younger man, which is, praise the Lord for that. But there's still a lot of besetting sins that I'm really struggling with and have been since I've been, stuck in the house. With my illness and all that. Yeah, and that's something that I was struggling with a lot. Was that the purity spiral kind of thing. Yeah, and it's getting a few younger elders onto the elder board and just having more elders to deal with the increased amount of church members we have. That would help a lot with adapting on the fly. Because I truly love all of the men that are on our elder board. They are good, godly men. They have taught me so much about how to live for Christ on a day-to-day basis. But I will not say that they are very adaptable, unfortunately. I put too much maple syrup in my coffee. I made it a bit sweeter than I intended to, but really sweet coffee in the morning, I'm not necessarily here for that, but really sweet coffee in the afternoon as like a little treat, I'm a bit more on that. Oh, goodness. Was I shrimping that whole time? The top of my spine made an accordion sound. Bum ba doon doon doon. Nope. Jeremiah was a bullfrog. Sorry. Adaptability can be a difficulty when you're making decisions with like an elder-led church, when you're making decisions as a group rather than as individuals. So, there's that. But I don't know. I've been at this church for over 20 years at this point. Yeah, over 20 years at this point. So I see more of the changes than I think other people do. Because over the years, a lot of the people who, were my contemporaries or my family's contemporaries have left for one reason or another. And the church is mostly new people, which is one reason that it's harder to get help for various things, because we don't have a lot of the deeper structure that we used to, with people who had gone to the church and been members and active in ministry at the church for, I mean, decades, you know. And then the people who have been there for decades and have been serving for decades faithfully are getting older, and a lot of their kids have, you know, moved away, or, you know, just gone to different churches once again for one reason or another. So you have an unfortunately overworked elder board of mostly older men, and a lot of new people, a lot of whom are new Christians, who haven't fully committed to the church in a way that a legacy member might have in the past, is the best way I can put it. What is this track? What is going on here? Whatever. I'm just like noticing the music more as I'm like going silent to call up different words to use to accurately describe my thoughts. The music is like just there. This is a bit better. Anyway. I think I'm gonna go and wash out my cup in a minute. But I'll wait to do that, because I'm probably gonna have to get more water and take a bathroom break in the next 10 or so minutes. So I'll wait to do all of that at once instead of going multiple times, or going to break multiple times. Oh, thank you very much. Why isn't that? I want to know why that isn't. Because the sound played, but the image didn't come up. Anyway, thank you for the hydrate. I do need to drink more water. As I have... Oh, posture check too. Oh, hold on. Ooh. There we go. Thank you both for looking out for me. Once again, I have pictures that are supposed to come up for those, but I'm not sure... I don't know why they're not showing up, because obviously the sound played. Anywho, I'll have to check that later. I'm not checking that. Nice to know that the sound played, so that's cool. Though the water sound effect for the hydrate just made me have to go to the bathroom. So I'm going to be right back, and I'm going to wash out my cup and everything, and then we'll yap a bit more, and then I'm going to go to the game. BRB. Ah, the arcane noises. Why do I miss all the cool stuff? Why does it happen when I'm gone? I'm the friend that whenever I walk into the group, the whole group stops talking, even though the conversation was like super lively a second ago. Also, my chair is shedding on me. No, wait, that's not my chair. It's the headset. It's my old headset. That's what's shedding. Great. Love that. Remembering why I got a new headset, which I think I'll be able to fix it. I think I'll be able to fix it when my wife gets home. She's got a hot glue gun I might be able to use. I just can't do it on my own because I got to hold something in place while using the glue gun, and that's not going to work with just two hands. Anyway. You know what? I think that's my current friend group, actually. Like, they're like that. I used to be like the awkward friend that like couldn't carry on conversation, but yeah, I've got better friends now. Well, good luck printing out the things, Renai. Have a blessed day, my friend. Me and Decaf will chill. Ay, ay, ay. Was I gonna do something when I got back? I thought I thought of something. And then I forgot. Anyway. Now I'm going insane. That reminds me, I need to go to the UPS store at some point to return something by Amazon. Fortunately, there's a UPS store like 5 minutes away, but I have to make dinner whenever I'm done with stream. Sure. I was supposed to take it out earlier when I went shopping. I had a few other errands to run, but I forgot. It's okay, I can take it tomorrow. I can take it tomorrow. My eyeball is suddenly all itchy. What the heck? Need some eye drop. Probably just need to hydrate more, actually. Anyway. Oh my goodness. What the heck? Okay. We're okay now. We're all right. We all right. We good. I'm gonna have to figure out how this is even gonna work. Yeah, I was thinking of something earlier. It was something to do with stream, and I really just blanked on it. Completely forgot. Funny. What is that? Okay. Whatever it was, it's not important right now. I'm probably gonna switch over and go and start the game now. I want to play for at least an hour, if possible. And like I said, I gotta make dinner later, so I'm gonna put the music on pause and switch over here. And we'll see if the capture on this will work. It may, or it may not. If I have to switch to... Whoop, why did that happen? Hold on. Okay. Yeah, I may have to do display capture on this, unfortunately. Hold on a mo. Will that work? It doesn't seem like it. Right. Oh, nope, it did work. Interesting. Okay, here we go. Hold on. Yeah, we're gonna start a new game. Somehow. How's the volume, by the way? It seems like it's really loud. Okay, here we go. All right, now we start.
And the great being sent us the Toa to defeat Makuta and banish darkness
2003,
from
y'all.
Matanui, raising him from slumber. Only the mighty Toa are able to remove the taint of Makuta from Narahi.
Yeah! Nicely done.
Help! Something is chasing me. You have to stop it!
What's that noise?
I don't know, but I don't think it's friendly.
Bees! Bees with lasers stinging. That's no good.
Makuta lives?
You will not harm the Matori while the power of Matanui still flows through my being.
Get heck.
I'll save you.
I'm gonna have to remember what the controls
We
are.
are in great danger. Let us travel back to our Wahi and deal with Makuta's dark threat once and for all.
If you know nothing about Bionicle, that's okay. It's a bit weird. But it was my childhood, and I love it. Stellar graphics, by the by. Ah, the nostalgia hits. I may have to turn that up.
Do not worry, Turagabaka.
Do not worry,
I will see to their safety.
Okay, can I... Options, audio... Speech will actually bump up a little bit. That should work. Okay. Okay, that's attack, I think. That's shield. Jump. I have a double jump. Press A to jump. Press A to get in the air for a giant. Oh, okay. Here we go. Yeah, same. Love this movie. Actually owned all of the Toa Nuva sets, which is what the generation that were in that movie were the Nuva. This is actually the generation before that. The Toa, what were the Toa of this generation called? I can't remember. Shield yourself with B. Your shield will convert dark energy attacks into elemental energy. Ow. I think it auto aims, to be honest. You can recharge your energy gauge by catching dark energy on your shield or holding down B to draw in new energy from your surroundings. Oh yeah. I remember how that works. Got it. Oh. Oh no. Scorpion. Alright. Let's see here. I knew it. Oddly enough, this is not the only game from 2003 that was a huge part of my childhood. Time your attacks carefully to release a powerful multi-bolt. What does that mean? I don't understand. Oh, I walked into the lava. Did you make the text scroll a little faster? Ooh, this music. I love it so much. I got the hiccups now. Great. Love that for me. Time your attacks carefully to release a powerful multi-bolt. I have no idea what that is. What is shooting? Full heal. Da-na-na-na-na. Give shield midair. Yay! I saved the Matoran. Charge ourselves. Let's test my old platforming skills here. Yes. Oh, okay, got it. Well, that's what it meant by the multi-bolt, but I don't know how I did that. So, yeah. I actually just kind of was winging it. It just happened, so. I'm not missing any Matoran. Come on. Oop. Got him. I used to remember all of these enemies' names and stuff like that. Like the species or whatever they were. I no longer do. Ooh, hello. Those memories have left me. Huh? How does this look on stream? I don't even know. It's kind of funky on the on my screen. But I remember falling off a lot here because it's hard to like push all the buttons at once, you know. My little prepubescent fingers at the time weren't very good at it.
We need Rahi power to open this door.
Rahi power, got you.
But all our friendly Rahi have fled from the bull rock. Rescue Matoran helpers to build
None of these words are in the Bible. Ow. Come on. Come on, I want you to get Dang it. Hello. Is that a respawn point? I don't remember. Man, video game soundtracks used to be like so simple, but like good. Not, you know, saying that like new video game soundtracks are like bad necessarily, but like there's something in the simplicity of it, you know? It feels nice. A little repetitious, but you know, back when, you know, I was a kid, it didn't matter so much. Whoop. Hello. Gotta be honest, I'm just kind of spamming buttons like a doofus. I think there's a scorpion in here, if I remember correctly. Or maybe that's a different place. I think I'm recalling something else. Got him. Okay, it's over here that the scorpion is. Yeah, he's across the way shooting stuff at me. Ooh, I remember how hard this was. see if I'm any better than I used to be as a kid. Okay, let's see here. Okay, where am I in all of this? Oh, they put me here. That's chill. Okay, hold on. I gotta make sure that wasn't important. My phone went off. Nice. Save it, yeah. Cause I didn't do that. All right, my friend. Enjoy your shower. Oh. I got ambushed by the buggos. Ugh. Ah. Please. Hello. What is that? I can't tell if that's a glitch. Oh, this is a boss room, I'm pretty sure. Oh, freak it is. Yeah. I don't know what to do here. Gotta take down the, Okay, I think this is to make sure that they don't respawn. Got him. Let's go. I don't know if there's supposed to be dialogue here or what, but there never has been in all of my playthroughs of this game, so. This is so I can open that door. We've enslaved a small, innocent creature to open the door. It's fine. He likes it. He's fulfilling his purpose. Look at him. How happy he is. The fox. Funky fox creature. Okay, now this is the actual boss, because this is the bow rock. Okay, let's see if I remember how to do this. The answer is apparently no. Woo! They shoot beams. I didn't remember that bit. Oh, how did I heal? That's good. I don't know how I did that, but I'm glad I did, because I had 2 hits left. Got him. Just gotta time it right. I kind of need him to fire off that little bit. Like, just one of them so I can, like, regenerate my power. The power of my Toa. My Toa, whatever. Perfect. I never had this particular bow rock, but I had a few of the other ones. I definitely had the blue one. Ah! Oh, this guy absolutely bogged. Let's go. The camera is doing very funky things right now. I do not have full control. I was about to crash. Honestly, I fully expected to at some point. Gotta make sure to save it all. Oop. I got him. Yeah. Jump for joy.
A Krana.
Yeah, that thing.
Oh, what's it doing to my mind? I must tell the others. Chronicler, sightseeing, are you?
Toa, I was investigating the totems and saw a great Kanoe mask floating on the lava.
You should return to the Koro. It's dangerous here.
Yeah, boy. Let's go. Do not expect such a performance in the other levels. I don't remember them as well. Oh Lord, this one.
Kopaka, my brother.
This one is hard.
I have discovered the secret of the Borok's power, and it is also their weakness. Capture the Krana.
I'm chasing a Borok now. He's heading for the Kinney. There isn't much time.
Here we go. In case it wasn't obvious, this is harder than it looks. Got the jank of old games here. In spades. Ooh. Is that thing on the bottom a timer? I never figured that out. I gotta be honest. Let's go. Whoa. You didn't have to make that sound. Oh, goodness. I am having to concentrate like really hard. It's like the pod race level in Lego Star Wars. You know, there's always difficulties. At least I think. Are you kidding me? Okay, that was generous, I guess. I think I'm almost out of time. I don't know how I'm gonna make it. Oh, goodness gracious.
Toakopaka. The Borak has burrowed through that cliff. I fear it's
Stellar
heading for
voice acting,
Kokoro.
sir. See, I had this Borak. This is the water one, technically. But I had this one. A rolling Borak is protected from attack. Activate your shield B to knock the Borak into the air. Cool. You got it. Why would you do that? What is this view? Okay, hold on.
By the power
Goodness, that is so loud.
I release your inhibitions. Feel the rain on your skin.
Beautiful. Thank you, sir. Okay, why is it like this? I actually don't know. Is it supposed to be doing this? I literally don't remember. Okay, it was. Rolling Borak is protected from attack. Got him. You supposed to be able to beat him that fast? Or is there another one? I think there's another one. Oh, this music is sick.
Kopaka, Toa of Ice, you have saved our Koro and we thank you. Alas, the sworn leader has escaped, fleeing down the mountain. The path down the mountain is most treacherous. There have been many unnatural landslides there of late. Take care.
I will do my sworn duty.
I always like Kopaka. He's cool. Oh, no, not the rock. Golly, I remember the rock. These things slow you down and put you in danger from the big rock. Small rock bad. Small rock bad. See? You see what I mean? Oh, it's compounding. Ah. Ooh, here we go. Let's do not bad. We try not to suck this time. Hopefully succeed. Ha. Ha. Ah, dang it. I keep running into the wall. Oh no! Yeah, like I said, it compounds. It's a compounding problem. He wants to get the staff, he's having problems finding one. Ah, I see. I see. Well, hopefully he can find it. Welcome, Kitty Owl, by the way. Welcome, welcome.
I tried to warn you about the boulder, but I was too late.
Yeah, you
The
freaking
boulder
were.
has fled into that cave.
Alright. Time to extreme winter sports my problems away. Borak is fled in that cave. You're good. Oh! Ooh. I forgot about these things. Ah, gosh. Yeah. Ooh. Okay. Got it. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, here he is. Here he is. It's the boy. Hello, boy. Oh, boy. Get him. Get him. Get him. This one's a little more resilient. Get back here. Get. Destroy him. Woo! Got it. Bam, bam, bam. Get him. Let's go. The path down the mountain was indeed treacherous. Fortunately. Get it.
I must return to the others at once.
Once again, stellar voice acting. How do you get all of the light stones? I gotta be honest. Is difficult. I don't think I ever have, to be honest. Like, ever. Save successful. Oh, I have to push the button. I keep forgetting. I like how they just kind of skip over. Yeah, exactly. Skip over the other Toa. It kind of is. It kind of is a skill issue. Yeah, it's true. They just skip over the other Toa and jump right into them being the Toa Nuva. Which is whatever, you know. Yeah, well, my skills have diminished as I've gotten older because partially from, you know, just hand-eye coordination going down as you age, and partially because I just don't play games as much as I did when I was younger. Freeze frame on the... Okay.
Toa? Gali?
I may be changed to Raganokama, but my love for my people remains the same.
And yet all is not well. The Borak Kal are a more fearsome foe than we have ever seen.
I never got any of the Borak Kal in it. I'm sad because they did make them look really cool.
My Nuva power can overcome any obstacle.
Be prepared to hear that many times over. Excuse me. What? I'm trying to decide if that shaking sound that I just heard is my AC turning on or someone breaking into the house. You can hold Y to swim faster and double jump to leap out of water and support Y. Okay. Ooh, almost missed this crystal. I don't freaking think so. I remember the swimming mechanics are a little jank. Okay, that's how you speed up. So, speed up, jump. Yeah, I think I got that right. Wait. Ooh. More light crystals for me. Okay. Negated me. There's a way you can... Okay, yeah. There's a way you can dive. Like, dive down. Jump right with the right timing, you can actually get like a really big super jump. Which I'm gonna have to figure out how to do again. Okay. Yes. Now, are there any light crystals that I missed? I think I'm gonna get the current is gonna suck me into that. Here we go. This area. This area is going to require approach everything. Okay, let's see here. This crystal. I guess there's kind of like a forward progress to my little dive. I gotta think about little fish. He's a little fish. Okay, let's see here. Our sister is trapped in a dark energy cage. We can't get her out. Only the strongest of blasts could crack it open. You must fully charge your energy with B, then immediately press Y to activate your abilities. Got it. Yay. Wow, you can really swim fast. I heard the higher up you can get, the deeper you can dive. Question mark? That's so cool. Why the question mark? Huh? I also have many skill issues. Most of them just life. Yeah, the question mark was a strange addition to that. True, yes. Like Rocky and Helm in Project One. Phenomenal film. How do I get up there? Oh, I guess I just jump. I don't know what I'm thinking. Yeah. Skill issue. I didn't jump correctly. That's gonna open that door. I don't know if I want to yet, right? Because I wanna get all the crystals. I want that crystal, you know. Hey golly, I bet if you dove from here, you could reach the bottom of that abyss. I don't know if I'd call it an abyss. I feel like that's kind of taking it a bit far. Yes. I still got it, baby. Where'd that shark go? There he is. I think that there's other light crystals somewhere. Jump properly, please. It's got stuck. I'm gonna save it. I saved it in a minute. Doo-doo-doo. Words of encouragement. It's not how this works. You can't just say words of encouragement. Words of great encouragement. I am pushing too many buttons. I forget that in old games, you have to be patient. Not everything moves fast like it does now. Is there a whole area up there that I'm missing? No, I think I get that. I think I can get to that from somewhere, so I think that's the case. Thank you for following. Appreciate you. Welcome to the cafe. You're welcome. You are welcome here. That sounded weirdly pretentious the way I put that. Whee! Ooh. Fork. Use a fork. Woohoo! Thank you. That is the vibe I go for the most part. Oh my goodness. Oh, thank you. The character was in fact designed by me, though my artist is a lovely person called Frog. I think if you do exclamation point art or artist, I can't remember. It'll pull up her socials. Hold on, let me see if I can. Okay, it's exclamation point artist, I think. Here, I'll just do it. There we go. Yeah, I'm still trying to get all my stuff set up properly. That's my bad. Okay, get all the way up. There we go. Boom. Yeah. There she is. How do I get over there? I need to jump. Oh. Yeah, I don't know, because I multi-stream, I have like different commands for different things, and I set it up very strangely. It's supposed to be artist Twitch, I think, to go into the Twitch chat, but like I said, I set it up poorly, so that's on me. How do I get up here? I'm pushing the button too many times. Yeah, I need to filter that stuff for each chat. Let's see. I wonder, it may be the crane actually if I move it. Maybe that. Yep. Now I should be able to get up there. Credits a panel. I'm not sure what that means. You're probably right. I'm just not sure what that means. There we go. Look at that. Golly, look. With the boulder gone, you can swim through to the bikini. I don't know what that means, but cool. Which panels? Okay. YouTube link doesn't work? Like the link that's on my link tree, or the link that I had on, that I sent out on Discord or Twitter or whatever. Like for the stream directly. Is that's something I gotta know. I will attempt to fix that. The link on Twitch. Okay. Okay, good to know. I will try and fix that. After the stream. Why are they making it hard for me to get this one? The link tree works. Excellent. Well, that's good. As long as something works properly. We got that. Cool. 5 o'clock alarm. Don't know how much longer I can stream, unfortunately. I do need to make dinner. Which panels are in the about me section? Okay. Yes, I was thinking that's what you meant, but thank you for clarifying that, because that helps a lot, actually. It's going to crash again. Speaking of which, I should probably save it. Ah! Oh, I can't see a single thing. The sand was exceptionally bright in the area. By the by, all of the camera flipping around, I'm not doing all of that. I'm doing some of it. But the camera does have an automatic, like, whenever I move to a specific kind of area, it moves on its own. Okay. I have minimal control. I think, does that finish the level? Because there's some other stuff. Yeah. Still. I got a lot of light crystals to get. That bag. Shark. There's another shark. Shark. What is shooting? I guess. Okay. Take advantage of my distracted state, are ye? You scoundrel. You scoundrel of a shark. Ow. My face. It's clicking pretty bad. Alright, it's a game from 2003. To be expected. Woohoo! Are there 15 Matoran and I'm just missing one? Or would they make it so that there's only 14? I do not know. Okay, hold on. There's that stuff over there. How do I get there? It was 15. Ah. Full restore. Yeah. I'm just God. This vibe is a mute. This music is a vibe. Him. This vibe is music. Incredible. Alright, let's do this thing. Okay. Whale. Could probably be turned down a bit. Okay. I can do that. give me one moment. Okay, they travel in the whale. That's one way of doing it. Also, small whale. I guess not all whales are just massive. Yes, but they got intentionally omnommed to be transported, I suppose. Oh, hold on. Volume down. You'll have to tell me if that's any better. Whoa. This is ridiculous. Ah! This is very difficult. If I stop moving for a second, it drags me back towards the center, and I'm pretty sure if I touch them, I get hit. Come on. This is difficult. It's a good thing it's pretty, ow, lenient on the shield. And they gave me a bunch of full heals. Okay. Did not do a good job there. Ow. I'm gonna need those full heals. Come on. Promise to get them, I have to go towards the gauntlet. Woo! Getting a little spicy here. Spicy meatball. That is actually appropriate to how the horror hurts. It's a spicy meatball. Come on, boy. 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 Okay, read it. Yeah, I'm not a very, well, I am a loud person, but not on stream. On stream, I'm usually pretty quiet. Ow. How dare you. Come on, last one. Whoop. Yoink. I think that's all of them. Yeah.
Defeated the Bora call,
But?
You sensed something else?
Chronicler.
How'd you get here?
Strange new creatures, dark, and they flew to Hawaii.
Oh no.
No, my brother. I must warn him.
I must warn him. Yes! Let's go. Excuse me. I like how the Golly's axes are just like glitched up in the upper left corner. Just like floating there. All right. I'm going to save and probably hop off here because I got to start dinner. Save game, please. Probably from a deep-seated fear of being like seen as too boisterous or loud, I guess. It comes from some friend groups I had in the past. I'm a little what's the word I'm looking for here? I don't even know. I'm a little self-conscious of my voice. Okay, we're gonna go back to the back to the cafe here. And let me, I don't know why I got out of the stupid. Well, you know what? I'm just probably going to, well, no, I can hang around and chat for just a minute. And then I'll probably like 10 minutes, 5 or 10 minutes. We'll go with that. I'm not just going to cut out because there's no reason I need to. I'm not feeling sick or anything. We're just going to boot back up the music and I'll hang around for just a bit. Just a bit. Thank you, my friend. And I hope your wife gets everything straightened out with the kids so that you can also have a good dinner. I'm making something with ground beef. I don't know exactly what. That makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, I'm self-conscious about my voice. Just some, I won't say, there's no like real trauma associated with it. It's just, you know, it's just something that I think about. Oh, they're eating? Excellent. What are you guys eating? What did Wolf make? I need to start making some rice when I in stream. Chicken fries and French fries. That sounds excellent. Yeah, it's ground beef tonight. It's usually chicken, but my wife hasn't gotten to have beef in a while because it's hard for me to eat. So yeah, and streaming has honestly helped a lot with that. I just kind of, because when you're streaming, you can't really be thinking about it constantly, or, you know, you're not going to be able to do anything or present anything. So yeah, streaming has helped me just kind of go with it. You know what? I do actually probably need to end stream. Yeah, that would be one cause, Decaf. All right. Well, I'm going to end stream, go start some rice for dinner. And yeah, I will be back on Thursday, Lord willing. So I appreciate all who watched the stream, either live or on the VOD later. Everyone is appreciated. Hopefully be posting a new Lampwick Guide entry tomorrow on my YouTube shorts. And other than that, I think that'll do it for the stream. So I believe that the dawn is coming, which means that I and my cafe will be disappearing. However, we will return again when night covers the world and a little bit of light is needed. Until then, my friends and my dear little embers, thank you once again for watching, and chase the dark away. Yes, practicing and taking steps to grow is a good thing, and I hope that all of us can do that in our day-to-day lives. All right, goodbye, my friends. Have a blessed and wonderful rest of your day.